There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Eric. Chuck Norris and the handling of rework. Well, what is it about? I'd like to start with a picture because sometimes pictures tell us a bit more than only words. That's the trick with the click. Magic. Thank you. Here's the picture. What do we see here? Cars, right? What we actually see is we see cars on the right lane going down, and we see cars on the left lane, which is actually the right lane, sorry, going up the street, right? But the cars on the right lane, they are only going to a certain point, actually only going until this point. And here, they decide to join the other lane, right? And, well, I mean, it's obvious what the consequences are, right? Let me put it that way. The decision that these guys want to join the other lane does not tremendously speed up the other lane, right? So the consequences is we are going slower, right? But what does this have to do with our work? Well, that's actually how we are working. On the left lane, we see all the great features, all the great new stuff we want to incorporate into our products, all the stuff that the customers want to see actually, right? We make them happy if we deliver features. On the right lane, we see stuff that actually was already shipped to the customer, and then the customer comes back and says, look, there's an error, could you please fix it? Oh yeah, sure, we can do that. Look, there's another failure, another bug, could you please fix it? Yeah, sure, we do it. And another one, rework, right? And at this point, we have to make a business decision. And the business decision is, do we want to work on stuff that generates value for our customers, or do we want to work on stuff that generates totally no value for our customers? But now I can say, I mean, this has value, right? Because it was broken, and now we, the heroes, step in, fix the problem, and the customer is happy. There's no value behind it, right? Because the customer did not order this stuff. At least I've never seen a customer coming to me and say, could you please work on these 5 features and add these 2 bugs? They are awesome. This does not happen, right? So what is the consequence? The point is, if we really want to gain speed, if we want to increase speed, we have to focus on quality. What is real life, at least what I see in real life we have a deadline somewhere, right? We are approaching this deadline and it's like, I think we won't make it. What is the decision we are doing? Yeah, we could save on testing, right? That's probably not the smartest decision. It's pretty much the same like someone asking me, you know, I want to lose a little bit of weight. Do you have a tip for me? And I say, yeah, donate blood. This doesn't make any sense. Right? It's coming back. Yeah? So, okay, so if you are having this kind of problem, yeah, how can we transfer it to Kanban land? Well, there's a pattern which you could use for your visualization. Something like this, which is actually quite easy. What we have here is a board, and we actually have 2 swim lanes. One for features, for new stuff, and another swim lane for rework. And both swim lanes, they share a common next column, right? And you want to limit this column. In this case, we have a WIP limit of 6. So now we can make a conscious decision. We can make a conscious decision whether we want to work on, let's say, 5 new features, 1 rework item, or maybe we work on 3 rework items and 1 feature, or maybe we only work on one feature and 5 rework items, whatever it is. The point is, make a conscious decision. And one thing is obvious here. It's actually common sense, right? The more we are working on rework, the less features we will deliver. That's common sense, isn't it? Common sense is the keyword for the conclusions. So what could you take away from this very short presentation? I think it's a good idea if you make common sense explicit, if you visualize common sense. It's often less common as you might think. And it's a good idea to make conscious decision, right? And Chuck Norris doesn't have anything to do with this story. Thank you.